Hello, nerds. Reaction video time once again, as it seems to be so frequently. This time, Atreyu's Superhero from their newest record, In Our Wake, featuring the vocal stylings of Mr. M. Shadows and Aaron Gillespie, Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold and Gillespie from Under Oath. Let's do that intro thing, and then we will, do the reaction thing. All right. So, full disclosure. Technically, I believe anyway, heard this song. I just realized I didn't have it on my MP3 player, so it's not like I listen to this song actively, regularly. But I do believe I've put on this record when mixing or when editing videos or something. So I'm fairly certain it will sound familiar to me, but it's been a little while since I've listened to this record. Like I said, I realized today that I didn't have this record on my MP3 player, so it hasn't been an active rotation. They did just put out a music video for it, so I'll try and get a little bit more analysis on the video than normal, but we will be talking production and all that jazz. So that's our disclosure. Expectations. It's Atreyu. I love Atreyu. We're some pretty standard metalcore as far as the instrumentation and the arrangement goes. Vocally, Alex and oh wow, I really just blanked the name of the drummer. Brandon. There we go. So vocally, Alex and Brandon mix very well. I expect that to continue. I don't and their production has always been top of the line. So again, all of these things I expect to continue with this song. So, expectations taken care of. Let's do this so we can do this. It's been a rough 3 days trying to avoid this video, not gonna lie. Aw, Brandon's kids. And Alex. They're all family men now. Big Dan. Mark. Nice. I don't remember a song with a horn arrangement, not gonna lie. Alright, so in contrast to some of the videos that we've been doing recently, pay attention to the sonic arrangement of these instruments, in that where the guitar and the bass and the drums all lie, you can hear them pretty well. Again, metal is pretty notorious for not showing us much as far as bass goes sonically, but even in this, I bet we can hear the bass better than in some of the more recent videos. I'm specifically looking at you there, Hellgarden and Umbra Vitae. So even so, sonically speaking, we're talking about the sonic layout, right? So sonically speaking, there's enough room in this mix that they have horns in here, and we still have everything working out pretty freaking well. And a xylophone. And here we've got, and so this is a great time to take a look at that bass. So listen to the character that we get in the bass. Granted, there isn't a whole lot of guitar going on right now over the top of it, but once you hear the character and then you go through the rest of the mix, I bet you'll be hard pressed to not hear it from there on. Even sounds like there might be a little bit of overdrive on that bass. So no Alex yet, just Aaron and Brandon so far. And some gang vocals, because Atreyu, I love that they take this very hardcore element about the music that they make and they turn it into something that's a little easier to listen to. Like gang vocals are usually something that, like in a Hatebreed song, everybody is screaming at the top of their lungs at the microphone, or I can't even remember the name of the band that I was trying to think of just now. Either way, generally speaking, when you're talking about hardcore and metalcore, that element becomes a call to arms. In an Atreyu song, they use that element as an accent to a melody. One thing about Brandon's voice that has always bothered me, again, I love this band, so it obviously doesn't bother me too much, but he pushes a little too hard from his throat. It sounds, anyway. Obviously, he has never had vocal cord surgery, so he can't be hurting himself. But the way it sounds, and it might just be the way that his vocal cords or his vocal folds work, but it sounds like he's pushing a little too hard from here and not enough from his diaphragm. It's real throaty, that tone. Look, it's the new Axl Rose. He's even doing the Axl like this, the back and forth. I like that in the first verse it's a guitar playing that part, and in the second verse it's a piano playing that part, because theoretically it could have been Matt himself doing the piano part. So that's really appropriate. I really dig that. Also, we've got a bit more interesting drum. So there's build here. So Sonics. Not just the sonic layout of things, but the dynamics, I guess, is what I'm looking for. It's not just a straight up verse, chorus, verse, and whatever they're planning on doing with the other 3.5 minutes of this song, but we're getting a build even from one verse to the next, because the drum part in the first verse was a little more subdued. In this part, we got a little bit more hi-hat action. We got a little bit more dynamics going on, so that's pretty awesome. Did they just send? Did Shadows have somebody just come over to the house and shoot that one afternoon? Like, hey, I got an extra half an hour. Let's shoot this portion of a music video. Alex doing a thing that he doesn't do as much these days, and harmonizing, doing a softer, more thoughtful vocal. Oh, listen to that. We're going back. We're gonna, because I talked over the kick. Wow, that's a really great transition from that too. I like it. There's one thing I've always loved about the guitar in Atreyu, or the arrangements and the writing in general, is that they get those really awesome headbanging, pitting kind of riffs so perfect. And the chugs. And the chugs. Also another thing that they it's not always so symmetrical, the riff from start to front. I mean, it's symmetrical in that they play it the same number of times, or an even number of times, but love it. Love it, love it, love it. Though I was wrong, the bass is totally falling underneath the drums. The character that it does have, you only hear in those verses. Harmonies all over the place. Yeah, it's like they gave Aaron Gillespie and Matt Shadows a camera and said, "Yo, you got 20 minutes? Film something real quick, will you?" Because those elements of this video are the only things that didn't seem to fit with the rest of the theme. So yeah, dig it. I love it. There was no question in my mind whether or not I was going to love it though, because Atreyu. So yeah, it's going to be an ongoing thing, I think, when we do reaction videos to metal music, unless we find another band like Mudvayne, hopefully someday, or somebody who has an appreciation for the bass. Rush comes to mind, even though they're not really metal, they're prog. So like something along those lines. But generally speaking, all of these notes we're going to repeat until we find somebody that does it better. I want to find somebody who does it better. That's the quest in these reaction videos. We're trying to find a better metal mix so that all of the instruments are present properly and beautifully. So that's what we've got, guys. Thank you guys very, very much. What did you think about the song and or the music video? I dug it. I honestly, even the not as great Atreyu records, I still love them. So there was no question if I was going to like this or not. Again, rambling. That's what I do at the end of these videos. Let's have the conversation down below in the comments. What you thought, all that jazz. Again, thank you guys very much. You can click either of these two boxes here below my face to see other things going on the channel. Click that subscribe box if you have not already. There's also the button down below the video. You can click there to subscribe and see all the things when they come out, or go to the website generallynerdy.net to see everything else. All the videos get posted up there, but also there's some written things up there, or to go to patreon.com/generallynerdy to see even more stuff and help me keep these lights on and help me keep content flowing. That is everything I've got, guys. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.